Namaste to you all. Today I am going to make a video of new topic, that is equation, solving equation, linear equation of two variables by matrix method. Now previously I made one video by elimination method, solving equation by elimination method. Now this is second video, how to solve equation, linear equation by matrix method. Now I'll explain. Now still we have, I'll explain one more, that is Cramer's rule before that. Now today only this matrix method, how to solve this type of linear equation, by matrix method. Now in this matrix method we use inverse of matrix and its and determinant of matrix. By using inverse matrix and determinant, by the help of these two, determinant and inverse matrix, we can solve these two equations. Now I'll explain. Now so here is, I have taken two equations. Theory first I'll explain theory part, then after I'll go to exercise, that I'll take example. I'll explain taking two equation, linear equation, and I'll again explain this method. Now first I'll explain theory. Now suppose these two equations, a1x plus b1y equals to c1, one linear equation, another one is a2x plus b2y equals to c2. I have taken two different equation, linear equation, having variable x, y. Now remember that this equation now, linear equation, it represents equation of straight line also. Equation of straight line. It means these two equation means this one, equation 1 gives one straight line and equation 2 gives another straight line. Two straight line are there. Actually we are solving these two equation. It means equation 1, equation 2, and we are finding the value of xy. Means these two point of intersection of these two straight line we are going to find. That is the meaning. Why we need to solve these two equations? Solving these two equations, these two are straight line, and after solving we'll find the point of intersection of these two straight line. That is the meaning also, and we can solve it, this type of equation, by graphical method also. But today our topic, that is solving equation by matrix method. Okay, how to solve, how to find this point of intersection. Now meaning of this straight line means, meaning of this equation means straight line. This also one gives one straight line, this one gives another straight line. Okay, how to find this point of intersection? Solving equation means finding the value of xy. In another sense, finding the value of xy means find the point of intersection of these two straight line. Okay, now here a1, b1, a1 is coefficient of x, b1 is coefficient of y, c1 is constant, a2 coefficient of x, b2 coefficient of y, c2 constant. Now and this a, b, c, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, they are number. Any number will be there. Now first of all we write this equation 1 and 2 in the form of equation. Before, okay, first I write how to change this, how to write this in matrix equation. First, now left hand side, this right hand side, take the constant number in right hand side, and x, y, two terms having variable x and y, write in left hand side. And writing equations in the form of matrix equation. Now we are changing this equation 1 and 2, or we are going to write this equation 1 and 2 in the form of matrix equation. How to write? See here. Now a1x plus b1y, a2x plus b2y. Okay, I'll write this left hand side, I'll write in one matrix, and right hand side constant I'll say that is another matrix, two matrix. Now Actually, it is not necessary. Just to make you clear, I wrote this one. Now, this one from here. Now, equating. When we equate two, I have written this equation in the matrix form. Now, these two are equal. These two are equal means equation 1. If we equate their corresponding component elements, then this equals to C1, this equals to C2. Again, we can write this one. It means this one we can write in this form. Now, I'll split this equation. I'll split this equation into two. I'll split this equation of left hand side to I'll change this into two matrices. Okay, I write. Now, one matrix I write matrix of coefficient. Another one is matrix of variable, that is xy. Okay, I write the coefficient of matrix A1. Write only coefficient A1, B1, A2, B2. It means this A1, B1, A2, B2. This is a matrix which we say this is coefficient matrix. Coefficient matrix, and this one is x, y. Now, if we multiply this A1 x plus B1 y, we will get this one. A2 x plus B2 y. Again, we will get this one. It means if we multiply these two, again we will get A1 x plus B1 y, A2 x plus B2 y. That's why this one we can write in this form, and this one we can split in this. If we multiply, again we will get this one. That's why C1, C2 constant I wrote in matrix right inside. Okay, now this one is actually matrix equation. Now I did this one. Actually, it is not necessary. If you have capacity, write from here to here directly. Now in this case, write their coefficient, make coefficient matrix 1 times with variable xy. Now this equation we can write in this form, and this one we can split like this, multiply, again we will get this, and again equate, we will get this one. Now from here to here we can go, and from here to here also we can go, both way. Now we need this one. What we did, we change the given equation in the matrix equation, form of matrix equation. Now here I have written three matrices: coefficient of matrix, matrix of variable, and this is matrix of constant number. Now matrix of constant number of equation. Okay, now I love this one. Now, and already I told you can write from here to here directly. This step, if you do not want to write, no problem. Now this one, now here this one is, I will make it shorter one. Now how to make it shorter one? Now this coefficient matrix we can give name A. This one say, let's say capital X, this matrix, and let's say this is capital B, matrix B. Okay, three matrices we can give their name. Okay, I'll drop this one up. Now after this is the matrix equation. Now for our simplification, let A equals to coefficient matrix, we can give name A1, A2, B1, B2. Let this one is A, another one is, this one is X, Y, and this one we can say, and constant matrix we can give name B, C1, C2. Now see here, if we say this one is matrix, coefficient matrix A, this one is capital X, matrix X, and this one is matrix B. If we assume like this, to explain the theory, that's why I wrote like this. Now A, X, B. Now if we replace this, if we write these three matrices in the form of A, X, B, therefore this matrix equation, matrix equation will take the form, will be in the form AX equal to matrix B. Matrix A times matrix X equal to matrix B. Same, this and this same, just we have replaced by their name. Now I drop this one. This is the assumption. In theory also we go like this. Now how to find this xy? How to find this xy? Now, after this, we have to remove this a from here. We have to remove this a from here. Now, in case of matrix, we cannot remove this a just like its number in equation. Matrix, one property, that is matrix multiplication is not commutative. That's why when we remove this a, one method, we have to multiply this. How to remove this one? Now, I'll write here multiplying from left side, multiplying from left side by A inverse. Now in this case we have to multiply both sides, multiplying both sides from left, multiplying both sides, this equation from left hand side by A inverse, multiplying from left side means from this side we have to multiply. Now in case of matrix we have to multiply we can multiply by 2a, left hand side and right hand side. Now from left hand side we are multiplying, okay, then by A inverse, then it will be A inverse AX equals to A inverse B. You cannot write A inverse this one. Now in case of matrix multiplication is not commutative, that's why we cannot change their position. A inverse B cannot be written B times A inverse A because they are not commutative. That's why we have to think on their position. Now similarly this, now and remember that matrix multiplication is another property that is associative also. Now A inverse B. Now why we have to multiply from left hand side? I'll explain that. First I'll solve this, then after I'll explain why we need to multiply from left hand side, why not from right hand side, why we cannot write this A inverse this side, why this A inverse we cannot write this side randomly. Okay, I'll explain this. Now this A inverse A means, now we have formula A inverse A equals to I, identity matrix. Now in place of this A inverse A we can write I times X. This I means identity matrix, multiplicative identity matrix again, and I times X equals to X. Now when we multiply any matrix by identity matrix, then product remains same. That identity matrix doesn't bring any change in any matrix when it is multiplied. Okay, now this, therefore I times X means X. This I is identity matrix. This identity matrix doesn't bring change in this matrix X. Okay, X equals to, now A inverse B. Now if you say this, what is here right hand side, find the value of inverse of A. Find the inverse of, okay, I'll write here A inverse B. Okay, this one is, let's say, equation 1. Now this X means this one XY. We can write value of XY. Now we found this equation 1. Now in this equation 1 we have to find the inverse of matrix A. We have to find the inverse of matrix A right here and multiply with matrix B. Matrix B means this one. Multiply A inverse and B. Multiply A inverse and B. Then we will get, after multiplication we will get matrix in the form, after multiplication we will get, okay, I'll say that is, okay, I'll write at the top, I'll write here now when we multiply X means, or X means XY. Now after multiplication of A inverse B, when we multiply A inverse, find matrix A inverse and multiply with matrix B. After multiplication we will get two elements like this. Let's say PQ. Okay, I'll say let A inverse B equals to matrix. If their product is this one, just I wrote the value of A inverse B and see here, then equating, therefore x equals to P and y equals to Q. In this way we can find the value of x and y. This is the theory part. Now theory part, again I will say, now A inverse x, now y, okay, I'll explain this one. Why we have to multiply from left hand side, why not from right hand side? Okay, this is the method. Now I'll drop this one. Okay, see here, I'll explain here. Our equation was ax equal to b. This was our equation. Ax equals to b. Now if we multiply from right hand side, if we multiply by A inverse from right side, if we multiply from right hand side, from this side, then it will be this one, Ax times A inverse equal to B times A inverse. Okay, this side no problem, but here, let's see here, this one, this A inverse is here, A is here. In between A and A inverse there is another matrix X. Now in this case, first we have to multiply these two, then after this and this. That is the way. Or multiply these two, then after with this one, without changing their position. Now in this case we cannot bring this A inverse and A in same place. We cannot write like this, A inverse X, B A inverse. We cannot write like this. We cannot bring this A inverse here. Why we cannot bring this A inverse here? Because matrix multiplication is not commutative. That's why we cannot bring this here. We cannot change the position of A inverse and A inverse and X. This X we cannot bring here, because X times A inverse times X, they are not equal. Matrix multiplication are not equal. That's why if we do not, this A inverse doesn't come here, and this one is totally wrong, we cannot bring. That's why this A is this side, this A is this side, left hand side of X. That's why you have to multiply from left hand side. If this A would be this side, in that case, okay, that's why we cannot multiply from right hand side. This is the reason. Now okay, in some question you would find this one. Okay, so if X times A equals to B, if your equation is like this, matrix equation is in this form, then we have to, now in this case A is right hand side of X, that's why we have to multiply from here. X A inverse equals to B A inverse. In this way, this is correct, because A is right hand side of X. If you multiply from left hand side, again it would be wrong. That's why. See the position of A. Which side of X? A will be there. Now, according to that, you have to multiply from left hand side or right hand side. Right now, this X, A is left hand side of X. That's why multiply from left hand side. There is A is right hand side of X. That's why multiply from right hand side. Now this would be I, X I. This one is B A inverse. X times I means X. X equals to B A inverse. Now for this, if A is this side, then see the position of inverse. We have to write the inverse matrix right hand side of B. But here is A is in left hand side. That's why A inverse also left hand side of B. Now study these two. Try to understand. And okay, I'll give one example. Now this type of question also you will find in exercise. Now generally students, they follow only this one. They do not follow this one. If this some of the question you would find in exercise, in this case be clear that which side of X, matrix A, coefficient matrix. According to that you have to multiply from left hand side, from right hand side. It depends according to the question. But generally our question will be related with this one. This one we need. Okay. Now I'll explain this. This is the theory part. Now I'll explain with an example. Now I'll take two equation, linear equation, and I'll solve that two equation by matrix method, and you have to follow the same method to solve the equation by matrix method. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll draw this one. Now I'll take two equation, solve by matrix method, solve by matrix method the following equation. Okay, 2x minus 3y equal to 2x minus 3y equal to 3. Let's say 3. This is equation 1, and another equation 4x minus y. Okay, 4x minus y. Okay, this is 11. Let's say I have taken these two equations. Equation 1, 2x minus 3y equals to 3. Equation 2, 4x minus y equals to 11. Now, how to solve these two equations by matrix method? Now, let's see. Now, in theory part, there was a1, b1. In place of a1, 2. In place of b1, minus 3. And in place of c1, 3. In place of a2, 4. In place of b2, minus 1. And in place of c2, 11. Now, first of all, I write this given equation in the form of matrix equation. Okay, just to make you clear, writing the given equation, writing the given equations in the form of matrix equation, in the form of matrix equation, that is 2x minus 3y, 4x minus y. Okay, I write this in one matrix, left hand side one matrix, right hand side constant number, matrix of constant number, this. Now actually it is not necessary to write, just to make you clear I am writing here. Now actually after this you can write this. Now split this. Now when you split, write coefficient of matrix and variable. Split this in the form of coefficient and variable. How to? See here. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. 4 minus 1. Okay. I wrote coefficient matrix of equation 1 and 2. And I write this side variable matrix of variable xy. Now, and right hand side 3 constant, matrix of constant number term. Now see, 3, I split this into 2. This one is coefficient matrix, this one is variable. Now multiply this and this matrix and this matrix. If we multiply 2x minus 3y, 2x minus 3y, 4x minus y, same equation will get, and equating will get again equation 1 and 2. That's why this one, they are same, only their structure different, but actually they all are same. From here to this we can write this and this equal, this and this also equal. That's why do not think this and that different one. When we multiply, again we will get this one. From here again we can go here. Now we wrote equation of matrix. We wrote the given equation in the form of matrix equation. This is matrix equation. Now in this way, for our simplicity, this one is, again we'll give the name under this there, this one. Now after this, and actually this is not necessary to write. From equation directly you can write this one. Now let's say this is A, this one is X, this one is B, just like a theory which we explained just now. Okay, let A equal to 2 minus 3, 4 minus 1. Okay, this matrix, and X, XY, this is now this one, this is our assumption, and and B equal to 3. Now we can assume like this. Coefficient matrix, we can say matrix A. This variable matrix of variable, we can say capital X, matrix X, and constant term, matrix of constant term, we can say B. Now after this, if we say A X B, then this equation, matrix equation, therefore matrix equation will be AX equal to B. AX equals to B. Therefore, okay, again I'll drop this one. Now after this you can write directly, therefore X equals to A inverse B. But I'll show multiplying by A inverse from left, because this A is left hand side of X, that's why from left we can multiply. Now this will be A inverse, okay, I'll write directly A inverse AX equals to A inverse B. Now this A inverse you have to write this side, do not write that side, because we are multiplying from left hand side. Now A inverse A means Ix equals to A inverse B. You can write here, since A inverse A equal to I, identity matrix, again I times X, therefore, or this is X equals to A inverse B. Say this is equation 1. Here you can mention, since I times X equal to X, I times X equals to X, you can mention. Now what we did, this equation, after assumption that matrix equation will take the form, in this form AX equals to B will be this one. Now this A is coefficient matrix, is left hand side of variable matrix, that's why multiply from left hand side by its inverse by its inverse, A inverse, then it will be A inverse, and here also A inverse. This A inverse A, that is formula, A inverse times A equals to identity matrix. In place of this we can write I times X equals to X. This right hand side same, no change. Now this one we can say equation 1. Now, and when we solve the equation, now this much part, this all, just to make you clear, for your knowledge only, I explain. If you do not want to write this all, from here directly you can write this one, this step. If AX equals to B, then you can write this one. If your question is this, if this one is a question, XA equals to B, if your equation is like this, then X equals to, this A is right hand side, B A inverse, you can write directly B A inverse. A inverse would be in right hand side. This A is left hand side of X, that's why A inverse would be left hand side. If this A would be this side, right hand side, then its inverse would be again right hand side of B. Remember this. Now some of the question you can find. Okay, now when you solve directly you can write this. It is not necessary to show, just to make you clear, I wrote this one. Okay, this one also, remember this step. Now I love this one. Now see here, in our equation 1, what is there? A inverse B. Now we have to find the inverse of this A. And there is matrix B. B is already here. Now find the inverse of this right here and multiply with B. Inverse of A and B, multiply, you will get value of X and Y. At last you can equate. Okay, I love this one. I'll find inverse of A. Now this is the theory. This one, okay, I'll make it shorter one. This one, our equation B. Therefore, X equals to A inverse B. Okay, I'll write here equation 1. In this way you can go. Just to explain, I did that one. Now, when we start the exercise, you can go like this. Now, A inverse is here. Now, we have to find A inverse. How to find A inverse since A is there? To find A inverse, first we need to find its determinant. We have to check whether this matrix A is singular or non-singular. First of all, we have to find this one, because only non-singular matrix inverse exists. If the matrix is singular, then we cannot solve this equation by matrix method. See, because inverse does not exist. Now, therefore, first of all, now determinant of A, 2 minus 3, 4 minus 1. I am going to find the determinant of this. 2 times minus 1 minus 4 times minus 3 minus 2 minus minus plus 12. This equals to 10. What we found? Determinant 10. We found the determinant of matrix A. We can write here since, okay, I'll write here this side. Since determinant not equals to 0, determinant is not equals to 0, therefore A inverse exists. Now, therefore A is a matrix A is a non-singular matrix. Since determinant of matrix A, that is 10, which is not 0, when determinant is not 0, that matrix is called non-singular matrix. And if the matrix is non-singular, then we can find its inverse. That's why A inverse exists. Now, this is the method. Find determinant, check whether it's singular or non-singular, then after find A inverse. Therefore, now inverse exists. That's why we are going to find value of A inverse. Okay, A inverse. We are going to find inverse of matrix A. Now, A inverse 1. What is the formula? See the formula, already I have explained. Then after A. Now, matrix A is here. To find inverse, this one is A, this one is D. This is the main diagonal elements. Now, to find inverse, change the position of elements of main diagonal. Change the position of elements of main diagonal elements. That is, in place of 2, write -1, and in place of -1, write 2. Change their position. Okay, I'll write here -1, in place of 2, -1, and in place of -1, I'll write 2. What I did, I changed the position of elements of diagonal. Now, these two, in place of 2, I wrote -1, and in place of -1, I wrote 2. This, I changed the position of elements of main diagonal. Now, next one, this another one is non-leading, non-leading diagonal. This, in case of non-leading diagonal, change their sign only. Change the sign of elements of non-leading diagonal. This -3, it will be +3. This 4, positive, it will be negative. Now this will be -4, and this one is +3. Now, this one, in this way you have to find the inverse. Now, write the value of inverse, that determinant 1, value of determinant is 10. Okay, I'll write like this: -1, 3, -4, 2. Now, we found inverse matrix. Now, do not write in this way. You can write, if your question is only find inverse, then you can multiply this all elements. Now, this is matrix. In case of matrix, this one is scalar number by this number which is outside. Multiply all the elements by 1 by 10. We have to multiply this all elements, -1 also, 3 also, 4 also, -4 also, 2 also. And when you multiply this all elements by this 1 by 10, then this inverse elements will be in fraction. All the elements will be in fraction. Or you can write like this, or minus 1 by 10, 3 by 10, minus 4 by 10, 2 by 10. Now this one is A inverse. This one is A inverse. Now very important point, inverse of A is this one. Now you can reduce this 1 by 5, 2 by 5, but I didn't do that one. Now here is, in our equation we have to write the value of A inverse. Now very simple technique I will give here. In A inverse, do not write this value A inverse. When you write here, when you simplify, then take this one, this value, write the value of A inverse, this one. Because if you write this one here, value of A inverse, if you write this one, A inverse, then this one is fraction, B, this one fractional number, then it would be difficult for you to multiply. Because fractional number and another number, difficult, that's why take this value, write the value of A inverse, this one, do not multiply and write this one. And at last multiply this and B, and at last multiply that product by 1 by 10. It would be easy. Do not take this value here. It would be difficult for you. If you want to write this one, no problem. Okay. Now we found A inverse. I am going to take this value. Now I'll write here. I love this one. Now from equation 1. Okay. I love this. Now our equation 1. Our equation 1 is this. Okay, I'll write here from equation 1. From equation 1, because we found A inverse. Equation 1, that is x. X equals to A inverse B. This one is equation 1. Now we have to write the value of A inverse. A inverse, I'll write this one. I do not write this one because this is in fraction. All the elements are in fraction. It would be difficult to multiply for you especially. Now I'll take this one. Now A inverse. A inverse means 1 by 10. This X means matrix XY. I'll write here. Or A inverse means minus 1, minus 4, 3, 2. I love that also. And matrix B. Matrix B, that is 3, 11. Okay, I love this one. And matrix B, value of matrix B, that is 3, 11, this one. Okay, now multiply this A inverse. This is A inverse and this one is B. Multiply this and this. After multiplication, multiply all the elements by 1 by 10. Okay, 1 by 10. Do not multiply right now. Now multiply these two matrices. Minus 1 times 3 plus 3 times 11 minus 4 times 3 plus 2 times 11. Okay. After multiplication, 1 by 10 minus 3 plus 33 minus 12 plus 22. This one. This equals to 1 by 10 inside 30 and this one is 10. 30 and 10. Okay, I'll do this here, this side. XY. This XY, I wrote that side. 1 by 10, 30, 10. Now, after multiplication of these two matrices, after multiplying these two matrices, now we found 30 and 10. We found 30 and 10. Now, again, now multiply inside. 30 times 1 by 10, 10 times 1 by 10. This cancel and 3, 1. Therefore, we found xy equals to 3, 1. Now, in my theory, when I explain theory, in place of 3 and 1, I had written there P and Q. Now value of P is right now 3, value of Q is 1. Product of these two, in theory I had written PQ like this. The differential meaning of PQ means right now 3 and 1. Product of these two, that is matrix, that is PQ. Now in place of P 3, in place of Q 1. They are now equating the value. Therefore X equals to 3 and Y equals to 1. Now we found the value of X and Y. In this way we can solve two equation by matrix method. Now we can solve 3 and more than that by this matrix method also. Now today only this was. Practice it. Try to do the same problem. Try to solve it by yourself and try to understand the theory part also. Now only solving will not be perfect. Now if you understand its theory part also, that is good for you. Now practice it 2-3 times, then have to go to exercise by the same method. Please solve the equation which is in your exercise. Okay, thank you.